And my daddy always wanted it because he always asked me, was a book you a ticket, must you come home? Because he knew that every time I left, what I was going to do. You see? But my dad was doing so much already for me. And paying a place and doing all that when I thought I was doing everything for this man who, you know, now my dad has to suffer. So that's what made me to go back every time, you understand? And doing things that you do not want to do because you feel that somebody is putting an offer as in love. Love cannot be bought. No matter what you do, you cannot let someone love you.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Patricia.
Patricia, where you from?
I was born here in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Robertson in a children's home, and but I'm from here actually. Yeah.
How is it like to grow up in a children's home?
To be honest with you, it's how can I say? Like when I was taken away from my dad, me and my brother, it was very difficult because I never understood why I like going to school. A children's home was a home, but the school was separate. So the people that stayed, you know, with their families, also went to that school. So I could never understand why. Where's my parents? You know, why am I not living with them? You know, and I always felt like I'm not. Like I didn't fit in. Yes. And I guess that's also a part of my life of like how for what I become today, you know, the part of me that stuff that I need to take to you know what I mean, to come out to people, to be, you know, I've always felt like I'm not wanted, you know what I mean? Like I don't fit in, rejected, you know, and I never used to talk, to people. I never used to associate until I started drugging. And the drugs is what made me to actually be able to speak, to brought me out in, Otherwise I was 96 kilos.
Oh.
So I was fat. I used to eat myself to sleep. I used to wear jackets in the sun. If I went to swim, I used to wear clothes, you know. I had always that about myself, you know. Till today, I still have that,
And why did you go to children's home?
I was raised by my daddy. And my mother was on the same street that I am today. She I think last year, she started to stay with her friend not far away from here. She still comes here, but my mother was basically, she was on drugs. She's still on drugs. So my daddy stopped drugs. He was also on drugs. Then he took me and my brother, and she didn't want to stop. So that's what made him to raise me until I was in grade 3 and my brother was in grade 1. And then he couldn't anymore because he was a man, you know. So at the end of the day, he couldn't work, look after us and all that. So he had to get help, and that's how he helped to, you know, he only wanted the best.
When you started using drugs, were you still in the children's home?
No. When I started using drugs is when I finished the children's home. I had foster parents.
At the age of 18?
Yes. Yes. And then I had foster parents, like, you know, when you cannot come home on a holiday, then you go there. So I was in Robertson and my foster parents was in Worcester. So basically after I finished, they paid for me for Boylan College in Worcester. But that holiday I came home, that December holiday, before going to live with him, you know, I was now going to live with him now. You know, I was no more part of the children's home, so I was old enough to make decisions for myself. It was not a must for me to live with him. So I came here, and then me coming here, and then them picking me up to go, and I'm going to start college and that. I don't know, I was young, and maybe I understood things differently, but now today I can say that that's why, like, how can I say, me to share my story. Hopefully that will help someone else to not, you know, to before they reach that age or no, to make the right decisions. So with me was, I wanted to be at home. Like I had the choice now to be at home. I spent the holiday with my daddy, and I just felt that I must be with my daddy. I was naive. I was young. I didn't know what's best for me. And I also didn't know what he thought was best for me. Understand? I just wanted to feel that I want to be get home. Because being in the children's home for 8 years, I always felt like I told you, rejected. I felt I don't fit in. I wondered why am I not with them? When it was we used to go play school inter like sports and stuff like that. Then families will come together, but my family was never there. You understand?
Yeah.
So what happened was then I told my foster parents that it's better I come back home. And they came to drop me here. So I was in 2 months in college. But I decided, no, I want to come home. I never thought that I'm throwing my life away, you know what I mean? So I came, and then when they came to drop me by my dad said, no, he doesn't want me. I must go back with him. I said, then they already told me no. I was already decided and I didn't consider them. So then they had to drop me by my mom. This is how it all started. They dropped me by my mommy and she was living with a boyfriend, like still on drugs and stuff. It was, I think like I was with her. I always wanted to be with her, but it was like, I'm not with her. She didn't see me. Obviously, she didn't want me to see the things she did, but she also didn't want to stop it or to take some time to just spend some time with me. She was always just busy in her room, always like, then I would go off stray and I would go outside. Then I started drinking and I got friends and that. But then the drinking happened like I didn't know myself and like with drugs, I can't say that I'm still in this right mind, but I at least know what I'm doing, and I can thank God, like if not for God, and I am a Christian, then I would have lost myself a long time through everything that I've done to myself. But I'm still here today, you understand? But in any case, and then I left the drinking because it wasn't for me. I didn't know what I'm doing. I ended up so much sleeping there, but like outside the door there, and my mom will come in the morning, she'll see me laying there, Then I thought to myself, Patricia, now what now? Now you have more time here and your mother still not want you, whatever. So I started smoking drugs with my mother's friend. 2 days after that, my mother was lighting me a pipe. I was sitting in a company smoking drugs with her.
Your own mother lighting
my
you
own
a
mother.
pipe?
I was 19 years old. I'm not blaming my mommy for nothing. It's the choices that I made, you understand? At the end of the day, it all starts within me. I wanted to come home. They wanted what's the best for me. They were happy. They were,
And how old were you, if you still remember?
I was 19 years old.
Oh, okay.
I'm 29 now, I'll be 30. I started drugs. Biggest mistake of my life. Even though I thought that that's going to bring my mom closer, it actually played a more part. Okay, so
Sorry.
from there, I had nowhere to go after that because now I'm dragging with my mommy. That's not my mommy's house. She couldn't keep up with my habits too. So there was like, I spoke to people and things and people that I knew that knew people and they told me that this person's going to look after me.
I'm so sorry.
And I ended up in Joburg. The person that was going to look after me, like he said, they just said I'm going to answer phone calls and that. And he started chatting with me for like a week. It only took him a week. He sent me money like the third day. And then he's like, I'm going to buy you a bus ticket. He bought me a bus ticket. I met him the first time on there by Joburg bus station. And from there we went to Rustenburg where I stayed with him. And the very night that I was there with him, he told me that this is what I must do, that he wants a better life for me and we're going to build each other. And when I come home, eventually my parents will be proud of me, because he knew my situation because I already spoke to the people here. So obviously he knew which button to press, he knew how to get to me, vulnerable, you understand? And told me I'll do prostitution and from there he will get me out of it and all this things. And I did it. Every single, he put me on the internet because I couldn't stay inside. So me thinking I'm going to stop drugs, I had to started doing more drugs. Because of that, what I had to do, I was not a working girl.
So he pimped you?
Yes. I was actually bought by the people, then those people, this person was looking for a girl. Like, that's what happens here.
Where
it
is he
happens
from, this guy?
Nigeria. He's my child's father today. Any case, so it happened that only after I found out that he like gave money, stuff for me, whatever. But I agreed. So it
So he
wasn't
was
like
pimping a lot of girls.
no, he wasn't pimping a lot of girls. There was a girl that stayed with him before.
Okay.
From this, she's dead now, but from this place. I don't know how her story went or how she went, whatever. But she left him. And during the time that she left him, she actually took a lot from him. Like, she left him broke. And then he was looking for another girl.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think that's how it works here. That's how all these. I don't know what is their story, but what I do know is that they do look for vulnerable, or people that.
Yeah, is their modus operandi,
and that's how they move.
That's
but
how
because they don't want to be around the people that whatever. So they rather arrange with people from the other side,
Yeah.
so that you can go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So that if there's a problem with you, you cannot go somewhere to where you come from. Like,
Yeah. They become like your custodian.
You understand? You can't go. So they rather send you away, like from Joburg to Cape Town. So because they know you don't really, like, I never knew anyone there. You understand?
And
So
you have
I
nowhere
was the
to
only girl working for him, but
Yeah.
all his brothers and they had other girl, But I mean, I was like, especially like we were now dating basically, sharing, trying to build. You understand? And I did everything I can. I worked for him. Every single money I got, I gave him. I had to give him every cent, whatever. And like I said, I had to take more drugs. It was a few months after that my daddy and my mommy sent me a picture. And then they found out that I'm selling myself because I don't know how, but they sent me a picture of my internet ad and asked me, what is this?
Yeah.
And I was trying to keep it a secret so that when I do come visit, because I was telling them that everything's going fine and video calling them, sending them money, not like a lot of money, but he was like trying to do, he didn't try anything to make me happy. He was trying to make them, giving them a whole story. And obviously I had to back up that story because I, at the end of the day, felt ashamed, and all I wanted was to make them proud, I wanted a difference. But it all to start with, like, in a movie, it starts from the ending part. Basically, this is a part of, getting, like, while I was with my dad, while my dad raised me. I don't know, there was some type of anger in it. And he used to always remind me that I'll become just like a drug addict and a prostitute. But I was small, very small. He used to drink and he used to tell me these things. And today I can say that no, my dad didn't want that for my life.
Yeah.
Okay. But maybe he just said it in a certain way that I took up wrong. But now the older that I am, I understand. He wanted to avoid it. Understand? He didn't want me.
Sorry.
To become that. You see? Any case, to round my story up, I came home to visit and that's when I found out I'm pregnant. After a year, I stayed with him. And then it was up and down, up and down. But my daddy took care of me when I came back here. He was staying on my uncle's stoop and he paid for a room for me to stay.
Yeah.
But every time my child was to convince me to come up with him, I left him, came up, thinking that it's going to be a change. But every time it was just me of working and giving my money over.
Yeah.
You see? My child was a baby, big on my tit, have to answer call, have to take her off my tit, give her to someone off that business, take her back again, and so until she was 1 year old, I decided not anymore. And my daddy always wanted it because he always asked me, was a book you a ticket, must you come home? Because he knew that every time I left, what I was going to do, you see. But my dad was doing so much already for me. And paying a place and doing all that when I thought I was doing everything for this man who, now my dad has to suffer. So that's what made me to go back every time, you understand? And then my dad could get a place. And today that place that he got for not having to pay for the place for me is a place that I could leave my daughter in his hands the day that I left my child's father, booked into a hotel, slept there for the night with my daughter. She was 1 year old. I took a bus back and I came to stay with my daddy, but I couldn't stay long with my daddy, because we're a lot alike. Also with the drink, and but we kind of not alike in the sense of anger. I've got a big anger problem. Now my dad also, you see, now that's how I was raised, you see, and how we say things to hurt each other is by words. Now, I was abused a lot in relationships. And it's almost like I would prefer being abused than words, because the mark on your body, it can heal. But every time when you get reminded or in a certain situation, you remember certain words that were said. And it's like a trigger.
True.
Like I wasn't long ago, say a month ago, I was in a certain, we were talking and they asked you, what is your trigger? What makes you fall back? And I said that words, because that's how it all started, growing up. Well, that's what my daddy told me, words and stuff like that. So in any case, it happened that I came to stay here. I didn't stay long with my daddy, and I had to make a sacrifice. I let my child stay with my daddy, and I came to live on the street.
And in Cape Town now?
Yes, here on Brooklyn Street. I came here. My mommy was here. She was staying here also, so she was still here on the streets. I came to live with my mommy, and I was working on the street, making money and things like that. My daddy raised my child now. It's now been 5 years almost that she's staying with him. My daughter goes to school here. Every day he will cycle with a bicycle, or take a taxi. They stay in Sandrift. They must say I'm saying a lot to me. Any case, then he will come and he will take her to school in the mornings because she goes to school here. And then he will fetch her in the night. So I do see her almost every day. Like I'll come meet him every night here by the park.
Wow.
Sometimes I can go home with him, sometimes I can't. But there was a time that he was begging me to come home. And I said no, but at the end of the day, yes, it's also my drug addiction and that, but mostly it's because I was certain, you see, there at home now, I get comfortable. Then all of a sudden he will drink and then he will start tripping and then I must leave. Or the fighting, and it reminded me of when I was young. I didn't want that for my child. Understand? So I'm not saying or using that as any that has led me to where I am or what I am today. But all I'm saying is that there's certain things in life, that, like they say, that trigger, that triggers you to do certain things. And sometimes there's always, like they say, what your past doesn't determine your future.
True.
Right? It doesn't mean that wherever you are today, you're going to be there tomorrow. But you also don't know if there's going to be a tomorrow, because life is not permanent. It's not permanent. Your life can be here now and you can be gone tomorrow.
True.
But out of everything, my only wish for me that will make it all better, that will make it all worth it, is that one day when I'm not around anymore, or even from now already, that my child will never suffer. That whatever I've put in this world, like anyone that would describe me, I like to give. I like to help. Like I told you, I would like to be a motivational speaker one day. That if it's through money I can give, or if it's through words and inspiration, I love it. And that's what makes me happy. You understand? I'll give my loss, that my wish is that my child will have everything that I could never have. Maybe it was all maybe put out there for me, but unfortunately due the decisions I made and things, that I feel that I don't need nothing anymore. All I need is my child to be safe always, to be happy, to have everything our heart desires. And then whatever I put in humanity in this world, that there will always be people there to help her, to give her, to live her, let her cry, to always be there to keep her strong, that will make everything worthwhile for me.
So, as we wrap it up, I would like to ask you, what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret is leaving my foster parents. Because that my dad, he is my life. He raised me. He's raising my child today. Okay? So no one should get it wrong.
So ever since you left, you never get back to them, even to communicate with them or your foster parents?
No, I didn't.
Like until now, they don't know your whereabouts?
They don't. So, yeah, that is my biggest regret. But also, I don't really regret anything because my reason for waking up every morning is the things that if I didn't pass through that, I wouldn't have that reason to wake up, and that's my child.
That's so.
You know? So to be honest with you, I say again, I don't need anything more in this life. I don't regret anything. I have no hatred towards anybody.
Yeah.
All I just wish and pray for is my child to have everything our heart desires. And also for anyone that can relate to my story, that before they overthink things or before they make a rash decision because of maybe age, you know, or situations, that I pray that my story can help them to rethink it and overthink it, because at the end of the day, we running away from your problems, or filling it with traps.
Yeah.
Or doing things that you do not want to do because you feel that somebody's putting an offer as in love. Love cannot be bought. No matter what you do, you cannot let someone love you.
Yeah.
You know, love comes naturally.
True.
So, if anything like that ever occurs in anybody's mind, that you can do something like sell your body or whatever just to fit in or just for someone to love you, that is not love. So it's not worth it. That someone should just respect you and accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you will always be that person.
True.
You can pretend, you can live different lives, but it will always so bad that you will again end up to be the person that you were said to be, who you are from inside.
Yeah.
It's not about how you look, what you drive, whatever. I'm on the street, but let me tell you, I do everything and anything I can for the people that surround me. This is my second home. But people that I don't know, people that have everything, they make me feel worth it. People that I would do anything for make me feel like I'm nothing. But what gives me the strength to keep going is that other people that don't really know me, that will just see me, or maybe I created, so they make me feel that there's something to me.
Yeah.
And that is the hope, that is the strength that I still have, that keeps me still going.
So, send a message to your foster parents. What a message you have for them? The last time they saw you, you were 19. Now you are 29.
The loss, that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
They couldn't have kids.
You're the only child.
And all I can say is that I've got no excuse to back up my actions. But that if this is an opportunity that maybe I've always wanted, then all I can say is I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That I'm sorry, and if I knew what I knew now, unfortunately, I cannot turn back time.
True.
But the fact I'm still alive and have that chance to say I'm sorry.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Okay. I'm done.
You are fine, eh? Yeah, okay. I thank you very much for this conversation.